today's video, I'm going to discuss inequalities in a triangle. Let's have the first one. If two sides of a triangle are not congruent, then the angles opposite these two sides are not congruent, and the larger angle is opposite the longer side. So in this figure, we have here line segment AB measures 15, line segment BC measures 11, and line segment AC measures 18. So number one, which is the smallest angle, and number two, which is the largest angle. To answer our question here, number one, which is the smallest angle. So in here, what we're going to do is we're going to find the shortest side, and the opposite that shortest side will be the smallest angle. So the shortest side here, we have 15, 18, and 11. So the shortest side here is line segment BC. And opposite line segment BC is angle A. Therefore, our smallest angle here will be angle A. So our answer here is angle A. Then number two, which is the largest angle. So the longest side, opposite that side will be the largest angle. So in here, the longest side is line segment AC, which is 18. So opposite this line segment will be the longest or the largest angle. So opposite AC is angle B. So we can have angle B as the largest angle. So our answer in number 2 will be angle B. Then the second one, this is just the opposite of the first one. So if two angles of a triangle are not congruent, then the sides opposite these two angles are not congruent, and the longer side is opposite the larger angle. So we have here in the figure, this is 35 degrees, this is 102 degrees, and angle E here will be 43 degrees. So these angles here are not congruent, meaning opposite these angles are also not congruent. And the longest or the longer side is opposite the larger angle. Now if we're going to have the arrangement of these sides in increasing order, so we're going to find first the shortest side by finding the smallest angle. So the smallest angle here is 35. So opposite this one will be the shortest side. So EF, this is the shortest side. Then followed by, this is 43 here. So this is the next angle. So opposite this one will be the next side. So we're going to have here DF, line segment DF. And the longest side will be opposite the larger or largest angle. So this is 102 here. So opposite this one will be the longest side. So the longest side here will be line segment DE. Let's have some exercises here. 1. Name the sides of the figure in order of increasing lengths. So we have here number 1, angle A is 82, angle C is 80, angle B is 18. Then number 2, angle D is 48, angle E is 57, and angle F is 75 degrees. Then number 3, angle G is 41 degrees, angle H is 34 degrees, and angle I is 105 degrees. Now, since we're going to name the sides of the figure in order of increasing lengths, so we're going to have first the shortest side until we're going to have the longest side. Now, for number 1, we're going to find first the smallest side by finding the smallest angle. So in here, We're going to first find the smallest angle so that we'll find the shortest side. So in here, the smallest angle is 18 degrees. So opposite this one will be the smallest or the shortest side. So the shortest side here will be line segment AC. Then followed by, this is 80 here. So between 80 and 82, 80 is smaller. So we're going to have the next side as line segment AB. Then the longest side here will be opposite 82 degrees. That will be line segment BC. So this is our answer for number 1. Then for number 2, the same process. So the smallest angle here is 48. So this means that EF, the opposite side, will be the shortest side. Then followed by the next angle, 57. So DF here is the next side. Next shortest side. And the longest side here will be opposite 75 degrees, that is line segment DE. Then for number 3, the smallest angle here is 34. So it means that the opposite side is the shortest side. So we're going to have the shortest side as line segment GI. Then followed by line segment HI. And the longest side will be line segment GH. Then 2, fill the blanks with the correct relation symbol greater than or less than given the figure below. So this is the figure here. Line segment UP that measures 20, line segment PS that measures 32, and line segment US that measures 35. Now for number 1, measure of angle P blank, measure of angle S. So angle P here is opposite the longest side, which is 35. So we can say that angle P is the largest angle here. So this is the largest angle. And angle S is opposite 20, and this is the shortest side, meaning angle S here is the smallest angle. So between the two, measure of angle P and measure of angle S, we can say that measure of angle P is greater than the measure of angle S. Then for number 2, measure of angle P and measure of angle U. So we have here that angle P is the largest angle, so it means that measure of angle P is greater than the measure of angle U. Then between the measure of angle U and measure of angle S, so angle U here is opposite 32, and 32 is greater than 20. It means that measure of angle U is greater than the measure of angle S. And last one, we have measure of angle S and measure of angle P. So angle S is the smallest angle, therefore we can say that measure of angle S is lesser than the measure of angle P. I hope this video helped you. If you have questions about the topic, please comment down below, and see you next time.